All right.
Hello. We're back.
Welcome back.
JOKERJOKERtv Athfest 2025. Today is Sunday, June 22nd. And Mux, it's pretty much over. How many more bands do we have?
Well, before we do that, let's go over our sponsors that we just saw. Athfest Educates. Really cool. They're the ones that kind of organize the whole event, put everything together, and all the money that they're collecting throughout the event is going to art education.
It's a wonderful, wonderful program.
Fog Machine, definitely a really cool artist. They sponsored our thing here. Doodlebug Productions provided us with some camera. Then Lightroom, also local rental houses. Those are 2 local rental houses for filmmakers. You can get equipment and things like that. Poncho's Tacos is located right here. We're at the ATHICA Gallery. So right here in the Leathers building.
On Pulaski Street.
At the front of the building.
Food's fantastic. And they tell me, you know, they got the tacos and tequila. They're telling us they will have tequila.
They will have tequila eventually.
They got to get the, you know, they got to get that going.
But they got the tacos down right now.
Take a look. Check it out.
And I want to send a special thank you to Athens GA Live Music. That's a YouTube channel that is run by Gregory Frederick.
Mr. Gregory Frederick.
A lot of the artists in town know Gregory because he is out at almost every show, filming the shows and putting them on his channel.
He's a workhorse.
So, he was out. Him and his crew have been out all weekend long.
I saw him today.
Yeah, capturing.
Saw Gregory going down the street.
And they I don't know if they captured everything, but they really tried.
Oh, they're
amazing.
Gregory is amazing.
So definitely go check out Athens GA Live Music YouTube channel. And then also the Earbones a channel. I forget. It's Earbones Studio, maybe is the name of the channel. But we grabbed some of the videos that we've been showing all weekend long on our show was from Athens GA Live Music or from Earbones.
Cool.
Excuse me. Okay, so
and we want to thank ATHICA.
Oh yeah, ATHICA, definitely.
Thank you.
They supplied a spot for us to set up in the air conditioning. And a place where all the artists could come.
Feels good. Yep.
All right, so we're pretty much nearing the end of the event. It's going to be going till a little bit after 8 o'clock today. Or maybe just till about 8 o'clock, I think it is. The last band right now. What time is it? About 6:30 right now. So I think Grassland is on the whole stage right now. So if you're rushing down, you might be able to still catch that. And then on the main stage, we got the Vagabonds are going to be starting at 7 o'clock. So if you're rushing to see that, make sure and get out there.
If you're rushing,
if you're in a hurry to see them, make sure and get out there and catch that. So, was there any other notes we had?
I think we covered it. This is our last day of broadcasting.
Last day
for streaming for Athfest.
Oh yeah,
and it's been a real hoot. We thank everybody involved. I want to thank all of the interviewees.
Yes,
all of them. They were fabulous. We've had some great conversations with great people every single day, and we're going to have a good conversation with someone right now.
In just a minute here. Yep. Also, here's something I forgot. So we want a special thank you out to Mary from Athfest. She's the director of Athfest. She really came through for us, helping us get everything here to the studio here in Athica. And so that was a big help. Also, Jay Domingo, big help.
Thank you, Jay Domingo.
Helping us carry equipment back and forth, lending us some more cameras.
Musician extraordinaire, and
he's in the band Dog Person.
Game master. A Dog Person and Smogo.
Oh, yeah.
Smogo's amazing.
Yeah, that's his solo project.
Yeah.
Dog Person played, I think, yesterday, was it? Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah.
I missed that show, but I think we were busy here.
We were busy.
I forget where we were. But
we've been busy.
Yeah, we've been so busy all weekend long. But it's been a really cool weekend.
Absolutely.
And I think over the next 2 hours, we're going to have some more cool stuff for you. We're going to show some music videos. We've got, like you mentioned, some more interviews.
Yep.
We're going to go to a video here, and then we'll be right back in just a second with Quentin Love. So we'll see you in just a minute.
See you soon.
cigarette to smoke. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm getting close. I ain't got nowhere to be tomorrow. They say the best things take a little time, so we've got to stay up all night and revel in the glory of a Tennessee sunrise. I've got one more cigarette to smoke. There's still a story or two to be told. Where do you have to be tomorrow? I ain't got nowhere to be tomorrow. Where do you have to be tomorrow? I ain't got nowhere to be tomorrow. We'll stay up all night. Yeah, we'll stay up all night.
We're here
Yeah.
with Will. Now he is the artist for the Athfest theme art, I guess you call it.
Theme artist,
And
yeah.
you did like it was an armadillo kind of
Armadillo,
character, and
yeah,
then a raccoon.
and a possum.
And a
Well, I got to
possum.
tell you, I love the animals, the alligators and the bats and the
Yeah.
owls and the bats and
Thanks, dude.
wolves.
Yep.
Oh God, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's
It
the
was
stuff
so
I
cool
love.
that they chose you
Thank
as the
you, dude.
artist.
Yeah.
So
Thank
like,
you, man.
I always
beautiful.
thought that would be really cool.
It's an
So,
absolute honor, and
Yeah.
it's been a wild week, man. It's been
Yeah.
a crazy freaking week.
Good, good,
Yeah, let's-
good.
Let's
crazy.
do a quick scan of
Yeah, of the
everything
art.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
I'll
gonna
do
get
it
out of
like
the way
this.
here.
I'll just go like
I
that.
love the pizza possum.
Yeah, that's
The
my
pizza
favorite.
possum. I
Having a
I
blast.
make.
You can do it. It's yours,
Oh
Mike.
no, there's a point in time.
Yeah.
I buy them.
Yeah, awesome, dude. Thank you.
I got a buddy who lives in Brooklyn. We're back.
Yeah.
That was a little piece. Mux and I saw Will Eskridge at the festival yesterday at his own booth. I love his art. That was awesome. It
Yeah.
was great
Yeah.
talking to him for a brief amount of time.
And so, like, he's the artist of Athfest this year. Every year they pick an artist that is their theme artist, you know, creates the logo and all the little things that, you know, we're using some of that stuff in this as well. But we animated it. So that little aardvark.
It's awesome.
You know,
It's awesome.
So, yeah.
Love it.
So that
Love
was
it.
a lot of fun to work with him on that. And to see him out there. He's got a booth. I think the artist market is going to be set up until 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you can still, there you go.
So
See,
basically,
this guy.
there's his aardvark that's animated by Muggs.
by a tail.
And so basically everything ends at 8 tonight.
Yeah.
So
basically, yeah.
just enjoy the final throws.
We'll
of
be going till 8:30,
Athfest.
so we're kind of, you know,
Yeah, we'll
your
spill over.
drive home.
Drive home. I mean, don't watch
Don't
while
watch
driving.
Don't watch while
Please
driving.
don't do that.
Everybody else in the car can watch.
Yeah.
you know.
There you go. There you go.
All right, well, let's bring our guests in.
'Kay.
All right, yay!
All right.
We got Quentin Love here. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. So, is Quentin Love a solo project, or do you have a band?
It's my name. It's sort of a solo project.
Yeah.
Solo project because all the records I produce, I do everything by myself.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Okay.
But live band, I have a backing band.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Who's in your backing band?
William Brandon, my dad and drummer,
Wow.
and Jonathan Musser, I believe.
Okay.
He's in the band Surf Lords.
Oh, okay.
He plays bass.
Cool.
For me.
Oh, cool.
What did you played at Athfest yesterday, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I played at 12:30. Obviously, not obviously, but it was a very fun experience. It was my first time playing at Athfest.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to play Athfest since I first started playing music.
Yeah.
And I've been to Athfest since I was like 7. So it's always been an aspiration of mine to be involved in some way.
How long have you been playing music?
Playing music for about 5 years,
Okay.
and writing and releasing my own stuff for about 2 years.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
How'd you get started playing music? How did that come about?
I got my first like inklings to doing music was when my dad showed me Iron Maiden, and I was like,
nice.
"This is the coolest thing ever!"
Yeah.
And I wanted to do that. And then my mom showed me David Bowie, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay,
Yeah,
this
that's really
is
cool.
probably." I thought it was a little bit cooler, so I started doing that, and then it made me want to play piano and guitar.
It
But,
sort of spoke to you more. So Bowie's an influence of yours.
Yes,
It's
he was
safe to say.
kind of the catalyst
Okay.
that got me into music in the first place.
Yeah.
Have you, when you started recording music, did you like have a 4-track and kinda do that kind of thing?
I
or-
tried getting started with a DAW, but
Yeah. Okay.
partners of
Got
mine,
it.
fathers, gifted me a Tascam digital 8-track.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Nice.
I recorded all my first album and the singles that I put out on that. And
Just at home?
That's a
yes.
good way to start.
And I
That's a good
recently
way to start.
it's a aspirational upgrade, but a
Yeah.
fidelity downgrade. I got a cassette 4-track.
Yeah. Oh, those are great.
Yeah, I
yeah.
got
Those are
one
classic.
in April, and I recorded the whole album that's coming out hopefully this week on that all by myself through
What's
last month.
What's the name of the album, and how will people be able to get it?
The name of the album is Home Music, and it's by Quentin Love. It's on all streaming platforms, and it's not out yet, but it will be. But Quentin Love on all streaming platforms, and Bandcamp, and I have
Bandcamp,
CDs
yeah.
and tapes and stuff as well.
Yeah,
Very
I
nice.
saw your Bandcamp. You had, I guess your last release was in March, right?
Yes, I put out
Yeah.
a single. Yeah.
Sleeping in Your Smile, 2-song EP.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, cool. I was looking at your Bandcamp when I was doing research for everything, and so yeah, that was cool.
Thank you.
Nice. All right. And so the next one, when are you thinking it's going to be coming out?
Hopefully this week. I have
Okay.
all
Yeah.
but
Wow.
one song to finish, but everything else is mixed and mastered and ready to be released.
When's the next time you're going to play live?
I don't have a set date, but I'm hoping to play at some point in July.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't. They're kind of spontaneous for me.
Good.
Yeah.
But
That's cool.
yeah.
So like about 5 years, you say you've been playing now.
Yeah, I've been
And
playing music for.
You like already got an Athfest gig. Like
Yes.
that's pretty special. You know,
That is very
How does
special.
that
That's
that
very
feel to
special.
like
It feels-
play Athfest? I mean, you obviously probably had a huge crowd out there.
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of.
But
Where'd
the
you
big-
play?
You had
I
lots.
played over on Whole Street.
On
Yeah.
Whole Street.
I was the
yeah.
first. I was the first band to play on Whole Street
Yeah.
yesterday.
Okay. Wow.
And
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. What was the other thing you asked? I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know. It's like how was it like playing Athfest? Like honestly, I've been playing music for a long time. I've never played Athfest, but
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't apply either. So you
Yeah.
know, like, you
Same
got to
here.
apply.
I
But, you
applied.
know,
I applied once, but
but
it
you
wasn't the
applied
same.
this
Yeah.
year, and you're like,
I actually didn't apply. I was
Oh.
asked to play.
oh,
very
nice,
cool.
nice,
That's even
okay,
better.
wow, that's special, man.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
It felt fantastic because obviously I've been first and foremost I've been doing the Nucci Space Camp Amp program for about
Oh, okay.
like since 2022.
That's-
and
I-
that's really gotten me into gotten me connections and helped me
Yeah.
like start to play live, and like
Cool.
Nucci Space is really responsible for my whole career if
yeah.
I'm being
It's-
entirely
they've,
honest.
they've helped so many
I
people out.
was
and
thinking
especially
that
young
I had
people.
a-
I just turned 18 in
Oh, yeah.
May, so
Okay.
Yeah.
So, big question: Clark Central or Cedar Shoals?
I dropped out of high school.
Okay.
Good for you.
But
That's even better.
But Clark Central.
No comment. I went to Cedar Shoals. No comment.
But I'd probably go Clark Central because all my friends go there.
Yeah. There you go. Are you in any other bands or musical projects?
Not really. I'm in a band currently with William and Jonathan, but that's outside of. That doesn't have a name yet. It's just kind of getting started.
Okay, cool.
But
very good.
Definitely expect to
That's cool.
see some stuff from that soon.
Yeah.
That's
Because
cool.
it's kind of involved with. Do you know Camille Hayes at all?
Camille, yeah. Oh,
yeah. She's kind of backing the project, I guess.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I'm mainly putting all my focus into my solo career, and it's kind of just like the only thing I've been doing for a while.
It's taken off in a big way because of yesterday.
That's true.
That's
really
true. Cool.
I was thinking I had heard your name maybe connected with the Camp Damp thing.
Yeah.
And so, like, tell me a little bit about that Camp Damp. I've never really had a chance to really interview anybody, like, directly about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is that program? What do you think about it?
I think it is probably the best resource for a young musician.
Yeah.
Like, in general. Like, not even if you're just from here, but I wish that other people, other young musicians around the world can have the ability to have something like that, something so nurturing for the mind of a young musician, and that's really helped and helped with musicality and playing with other people and getting into the gist of playing live.
And it's special. It's a special
It
program.
is very special. Nucci Space is a very special place.
And they kind of like work with you on like all the different aspects of being a basically professional musician.
Yes.
Is that kind of how does that go?
Mainly performing in a band and getting like learning songs, and it always ends with the big show at the end of the week or 2-week program or whatever. And it's very cathartic.
I noticed that when I hear about it coming up, I'm always looking. Because I'm always looking for flyers for people's shows and stuff like that. You know, if they don't submit it to it, I'm out there looking for it.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that when the Camp Damp is ready to do their big show like that, all the different bands do flyers for the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, making the posters is part of the program.
That's
as well.
what I was wondering.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've been thinking I want to talk to them. Like they need to work in the idea of the like making a music video.
Yes.
As part of the
yeah, they've definitely been expanding the program.
Yeah.
One of the last ones that I did was Camp Amplify, which is a studio program.
Okay.
For audio engineering and music production, and that was very helpful.
That's a great thing to learn early on, like
what all did you do?
how to record your music, how to mix it, how to master it. You know, basically present it, album the whole package. The whole package.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
so cool.
Yeah, it was very helpful.
I didn't know that.
I didn't. I had put out my own music, but it didn't sound very good.
Yeah.
So, working with Chris Byron, really, he was the head instructor for that program, and talking to people like Drew Vandenberg, and working with people like David Barbie,
nice.
really helped and really enlightened me to the music production side of things.
Yeah, and if anybody doesn't know, David Barbie is the head of the music department at UGA.
Yes.
And so he's very involved in a lot of different things. But of course, you know, you might know him from different bands he was in, like Sugar and Mercyland and things like that. So he's got a lot of experience to pass on to people. That's for sure. So we've even went to him for a couple different things in the process of developing Joker Joker and stuff like that. So hell yeah. Well, that sounds great. It sounds like you got a really good start. And especially with using those programs, they get you really like.
No, I'm kind of.
You hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think's the best benefit of working with one of those programs, like especially with Nucci Space Camp Damp? What's the one thing out of the thing that you're like that was what you're really looking forward to, or that you think helped you maybe as a musician the most?
Probably. I mean, the aspect of playing live is probably the most important thing. Yeah. At least for like musicians who aren't like already famous, I feel like playing live is really the only way you can get yourself out there.
Yeah.
Outside of making like a million TikToks and like paying the algorithm to push it or whatever.
Yeah. And
but I definitely feel like playing live,
maybe not optimal.
Getting yourself known in a local scene is the most important thing.
And it seems like that's a huge emphasis of Camp Amp.
Yes.
Because my band used to practice there a lot, and they do Camp Amp a lot. We couldn't practice there, and it seemed very focused. It seemed like big workshop days kind of thing. You know, you get there early and you do the thing.
Yes.
And you learn the thing.
Yeah, the summer programs are
put yourself out there.
Yes, the summer programs are 9 to 5. You're there.
Yeah,
it's basically a job for.
Wow, really? 9 to 5.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
full days, full days.
Yeah, the summer programs. Great. Yeah, the summer programs are all week, 9 to 5. So.
Wow, I didn't. I see. I'd never been involved in the program, so I didn't know. That's amazing.
Feeling very tired.
But we're old guys, old school. We had to learn the hard way, and probably are still taking our blows, so to speak, But I mean, it's nice to get a head start.
You kind of had a start already because you had already, started doing that, and then you joined the program. So that was right. Is that kind of how you kind of were recording at home and doing your own thing, and then
I didn't start recording until around 2023.
Oh, okay.
I'd just been practicing guitar forever, and then I started taking I started practicing guitar in 2020 through the pandemic, and I just started getting really good. And then I was like, oh, there's a music camp. And that really just kind of honed my craft and opened me up to playing other instruments.
Yeah. When you were in school, were you in orchestra?
I played in band for a year and a half, playing saxophone.
Okay.
I never learned how to read sheet music, but I just looked at what everyone else was playing, and
it's not always,
that's
not always necessary.
You learning by ear and learning by seeing whatever. I mean, that's a really valuable.
It's very valuable, but learning sheet music isn't difficult.
It isn't difficult. I've been trying to learn for years. I just
you could
always end up getting peeved and just whatever. I don't need this.
It can be.
I've made it this far.
Yeah. It can be frustrating.
So, what kind of music do you play? What is Quentin Love?
I'd say it mainly focuses in indie pop. But it kind of shifts depending on the album. I feel like my first album was very much like a chamber pop, Beach Boys influenced record.
Very cool.
But the new record's kind of lo-fi and like indie pop, sort of electronic, because I've been relying on drum machines. I bought a Suzuki Omnichord like 6 months ago, and that's been kind of influencing the sound. So like really terrible sounding synthesizers is kind of what I've been getting into.
It's a vibe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Drum machines are okay. I mean, live drummers really are the
your
best.
band used to have drum machines for years.
We were doing this thing called industrial metal, which is heinous, loud, screaming people, mayhem and murder set to drum machines, and it's kind of the thing. But now we have a live drummer, and boy. Oh my God, it's so good.
Definitely. It really helps.
It helped,
because
took a while.
Yeah, because recording, I don't have a drum set at my house, and I'm not very good at playing the drums, so I've relied on like using a MIDI controller into the digital 8-track for most of my drums.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. Wow.
And then and like playing like each drum one by one, so I can just get it like stereo mixed.
Yeah.
And then I've been relying on I think it's the first ever Casio keyboard made.
Casio, it's a classic. Yeah, Casio, it's so great.
I have a little Casio tone.
That's historical electronics.
Yes,
the SK1 is amazing.
Yeah.
Is that the one that samples?
Yes. Oh,
my friend had that. In our old band a long time ago, SK1, you just put a little sample in there, you're like, beep, and then just put it in the music. It's great. It's so awesome.
Well, I'm really looking forward to the album coming out.
Yeah.
I saw you had like a little album copy over there, so I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah.
And so you said next week.
Hopefully next week. Yeah.
Hopefully next week. Okay, so everybody, how do people find you online? Instagram.
I have an Instagram. I deleted Instagram. I only really check it on my computer like once a week, but I think it's Quentin Love _516.
Okay.
You can find me at Bandcamp. Quentin Love. Spotify, and then
Okay.
Look for it. Look for it, folks.
So be on the lookout for that, and then pay attention to the flagpole, because I'm sure you'll have shows coming up. You're talking about July and stuff like that.
Yes, definitely.
So definitely look out for that.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful.
And glad you had a good time at Athfest. I would say good luck on your show, but it's already happened. So
good luck, and it was successful. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. Anything else you got? Covered it? Yeah, okay.
I don't think so.
Just give you a chance there. Okay, so again, thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate that. I think we're going to watch a couple more videos, and then I think I hear somebody else coming in.
There.
So,
I'm going to have to get back there in a minute. So.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So stay tuned. We got more in store.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
Thanks.
See you later. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Let's play a video, and then we'll figure out what we're doing next.
After the second chorus, what if we did like a da 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 pound?
Cool.
Just like first.
Yeah, that's great. I think so we can build that big, and we'll go like that instrumental. Let's do it twice, and then we can die a little bit. I'll do the bridge, and then it'll end on that. So we'll do twice, and then bridge.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, Ham's the only other drummer I could ever find who plays just like my brother in a different life. I think they're the same person, just split into 2 separate halves. They said I had to be aggressive to get anything I wanted, but I never learned that lesson. I don't think I ever will. I don't think I ever will. They told me say it with your chest, you gotta do your best, and then you'll get everything you ever worked for. Well, I know that love is all I ever search for. La da 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 da. Well, the river went and flooded, and it made sure so that no one got just what they wanted. The dog is ready to bite, it's ready to go to war. Well, you're moving across the country to a brand new town, brand new life. I wonder if it'll change you. I kinda hope you stay the same, and I hope that you find your bliss. 'Cause you did well on your test, I know you did your best, and I know you'll get everything you ever worked for. Well, I know that love is all you ever searched for. La da 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 da. 'Cause I did well on my test, but I never tried my best, and it makes me wonder what all of this hurt was for, when I know that love is all we ever searched for. La da 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 da.
like,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. I mean, if
all right,
you
we're
get
back.
it out there. We're back.
Woo!
And we are talking with Liv And The Things. Hi.
Is it multiple things or just one thing?
We usually are multiple things.
Multiple things?
One of our things is at work, raking in
Okay.
the dough.
Okay.
Great.
How many things total are there?
We're 3-piece.
3-piece?
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't mind, tell us your names and what you do in the band.
Or, you want to start?
Yeah, I'm Hazel. I play bass in this
Nice.
band.
Me too. I'm a bass player.
I'm Viv. Awesome. I am the guitarist and front little guy.
Okay. Fantastic.
Nice. And then who's the missing person?
Sydney Leahy. Sid is the drummer and sweetheart.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell us, what kind of music do you do?
We're kind of all over the place,
Mm.
but I think if we have to sum it up, we go with like country shoegaze or boot gaze.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I like that. Country shoegaze. That's interesting. Shoegaze. I've noticed shoegaze has had a good resurgence in the last few
Recession
years.
indicator.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
Introspection.
Sad.
I'm
Yeah.
a lot
I'm in
older,
my room a
and
lot.
so shoegaze. I remember when shoegaze, kind of was really a big thing then. And
My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of
Yeah, me
shoegaze.
too.
So,
Me too.
so about how long has Viv and the Things been around?
Year and a half.
Yeah, you're in.
So-
Oh
like
wow,
February.
really new.
Yeah.
Oh wow, and already doing Athfest. Oh wow,
That's so
really.
cool.
Is this your first time on Athfest?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Did you play yesterday?
Yeah, we played Saturday night at Nowhere Bar.
Okay. Tell us
Yeah.
about that experience.
That was crazy. It
Yeah.
was so much fun. We played like the most perfect bill ever.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a great lineup.
Yeah, we played with Flory, who's
Yeah.
this awesome country band from Philadelphia. Honey Puppy, local, awesome, like
Oh, yeah.
bubblegum, grungy
So
Yeah.
great.
stuff,
I
and
love
they're
them.
so good. And Bayou Princess, oh my gosh,
Oh,
makes
man.
my heart
One of my most
sing.
favorites right now.
Oh yeah, they're so good. They're always stuck in my head. So
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
awesome to play
That's a
with them.
great show. Wow. And
That
you
does
opened
sound like
it,
a great
right?
show.
Yeah, we opened
Yeah.
it. We
Yeah.
were like, oh my gosh, we can't believe we just opened for Flory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so cool. Yeah.
So how did Viv and the Things get started from a year and a half ago? You say how did that all happen?
We had like known each other through the scene, and I'd seen Hazel play with a metal band called Straight Jacket Strippers that's now End Times
really?
Vision, and
I've
was-
heard of them.
Oh yeah, they're fire. But I was like, oh my gosh, she's just laying down like the funkiest, like heaviest, like bass lines.
Nice.
I need her to help with this like singer-songwriter thing and make it like more fleshed out. Really get in
Yeah.
there with another perspective, because I've been writing these songs in my room that I felt were too personal to take full of two bands that were full of like dudes that just kind of wanted to play heavy punk music, and I was
Yeah.
like, Hazel gets the nuance. Hazel and Sid gets, there's like a funky thing in there, there's like a sad thing in there, but
Yeah.
it's also heavy, it's also for moving too, but it's just as much for thinking and crying.
Yeah.
Diverse emotions.
What are some of your influences that got
Good
you
question.
here?
Good question.
Definitely the Meat Puppets.
Yeah, nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I see you wearing
Oh,
a
yeah.
Descendants shirt.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
Oh, Meat Puppets. I love the Meat
Yeah,
Puppets.
yeah. They're
Faves.
great. They
Yeah.
are great.
Meat Puppets are so good. I'm really into Elliott Smith and
Okay.
My Bloody Valentine, like
Oh,
you
yeah.
brought up. I
I love
love
My
them.
Bloody
Astro Bright
Valentine.
is so
Yeah.
good. But then like there's that Patsy Cline, Waylon Jennings
Cool.
that's in there. That's just
Cool.
like we love that classic country.
Yeah, I do too. Like Waylon, like that old school
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
kind of what
It's the
gives you that.
storytelling,
great.
too.
Yeah.
That what you're talking about with your sound, like the details that you have in the songs, that's from the country to the shoegaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and like locally, we're pretty inspired by the people that we're around that are
Yeah.
kind
For
of
sure.
contemporary. We go see our friends play, and we're like, oh, we gotta get better. We gotta get
Yeah.
cooler. Like, but
Get inspired.
yeah,
Yeah, and I'm sure they're watching you guys play on stage, and they're like, the same thing. They're feeling the same thing. You know they are.
Yeah, they are. So you have a show coming up on July 19th with Utter, who's heavy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that I'm gonna try to be there. That
Where?
sounds like a cool
Where's
show.
that at? Where?
That's at the 40 Watt. It's our first time playing the Watt.
Oh, that's so cool.
Really excited.
Nice.
So cool.
Yeah.
There's a historic show there for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know that's
Some are saying.
next
some are
level
saying.
up there.
So I might have said this already. You have something coming out? You said soon. When was that?
We have something coming out in August. End of August, we're putting out our 8-song debut, Liv And The Things. It's going to be self-titled. And if you want a little sneak peek, all of the slow, self-recorded, self-mixed, self-mastered, like just me songs already up on Bandcamp at vivawesome.bandcamp.com.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Good.
And
That's where you can find them.
so the album itself, though, is the Viv and the Things.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difference between your solo kind of take on it and the whole band take?
The solo takes are definitely a lot of vocal layering, a lot of like experimental panning and mixing, a lot of
nice.
experimental recording, me in my room, putting my phone outside the door and playing or singing or,
That's
just
good stuff.
recording it.
Yeah.
It's very lo-fi.
Experimenting is wonderful.
Thanks.
You're welcome. That's so good.
And so it's not just like demos. They're
fully
fleshed
fleshed
out.
out.
And,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But the
Fully realized.
Things stuff are, we went into the studio with Adam Waiton and recorded and did it more, professionally.
Yeah. Which studio?
At Indecent Artistry with Adam.
With Adam. Oh, okay. All right. From
From
Telemarket.
Telemarket, yeah.
I was going to say from Honey Puppy, but
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
from Telemarket. Yeah, Adam recorded Dane's band recently too.
Okay,
so
tight.
yeah, I didn't even realize that's what he was doing until recently. So I'm excited to see some more of the bands that are coming out of his studio. So I wanted to ask you, like, you had a band before this, and then you joined this recently. So like, what's the difference between that? Like, how did that feel for you, making that change?
Yeah, well, I remember when Viv asked if I would be interested in playing in their band, and they sent me like some influences, and they sent me like some recordings, and I really I liked how different it was to the band that I was in, which was much more of like a sludge metal thing, which like I love playing in that band. It's so much fun.
We love it too. We do it.
If you can't tell.
Yeah, and old guys with beards who are kind of crusty. That's sludge metal usually.
But like
that's great that you could cross over like that.
Yeah, I mean, I love playing I loved like having that contrast of having like
yeah.
and even like within like the things, like we have, I think, a pretty good mix of sounds, which I really like. I don't like playing the same thing, the same sound.
Yeah, I mean, I love it when bands will do an album and okay, it's a sludge metal band, but one song will be like completely different. It'll be like a completely different style. It gives it diversity. I mean, it's honestly, this is a problem for a lot of genres. Every song kind of has the same color palette, and that makes it not so exciting. Sometimes it just depends on what you're doing, So that's cool, diversity.
Yeah, and I've been noticing a lot of the younger bands in Athens are more broad spectrum than you're kind of used to. So it's like really developing the scene of Athens into something a little bit different than it has been, and it's exciting. How do you like? You say you've been about a year and a half or so. Like, were you? How long have you been in Athens?
So this is my going on 4th year living in Athens.
Yeah.
I'm about to be we're about to be seniors at UGA. We're both at art school.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
We're
know the feeling.
Both print people.
That's so the
jewelry
diversity
people.
makes it feel like you really love music, and you're like students of music.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And that's another thing I've noticed, that because for years, I mean, being here in Athens as a musician and stuff, for years the connection between the school and the art scene here there's been like a wall between it, and it's kind of hard sometimes to scale that wall back and forth. I've noticed a lot more college students in bands doing stuff lately.
Nice.
So I don't know what I mean. Maybe you can attest to that a little bit, but like, what has caused that difference now? But I don't know. I don't know if you know.
I don't know. I feel like when the art school has like a batch of people that go out and are plugged into local music, the scene benefits.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I haven't been here to like say that
Yeah.
broad stroke, but just kind of joining the art school and being like, okay, why don't I see y'all at the shows?
Yeah.
And then slowly you start seeing more posters go up in the hallway and more friends at shows, and
It's
then
so much fun.
yeah, it's just like a great.
I can testify to the fact that back in the dark ages, where when I was at UGA, that's true.
Ooh.
That's true what you say.
Yeah.
Okay, word.
The dark ages. I'm not even going to say that. It's been a long time.
Well, I think it's great, because just knowing there's got to be more students here in town that are in love with the arts and are artists and musicians and whatever, filmmakers, So we as Joker TV, we're always trying to connect with a lot of those students and get the word out to them. But it's been weird. It's been there's some. Like, I've even talked to some of the teachers and stuff like that, and the heads of the departments, and they know that wall is sort of there too, and they're trying to encourage the students to get more active in the. Have you found that to be the case with your teachers and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
They push you
love
to
it.
do that.
Well,
more?
it's just, I don't know if it's like a push, but when we're talking about stuff and I'm talking to a teacher that I feel like maybe is like a life that I want to live in 25 years. I'm like, you're doing it so right.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, and I also love this kind of live music. Or, I'm in a band with somebody that you're in bands with. Like, that's the funniest, coolest thing ever. Because it's like, man, you're just like me for real. And you also love art school. Like, yeah, I don't know if, what's been your experience with that? Because, like, I know you're probably thinking of a couple different teachers.
I don't know if I have a good answer for that.
You don't have to name names.
I mean, I really like having professors who are involved with music in here.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite professors are.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool crossover.
I mean, David Barbie, we were talking about him, and before he was, head of the music department, I really don't know who was the head. I don't know if you know, but whatever, it didn't matter. But like
when I was a student worker, I actually worked for the music school.
Yeah.
And Dr. Ball was involved. I met him a few
Dr.
times.
Ball?
Yeah.
That's a band leader.
Yeah, right.
You're telling
That's
me
his name.
Dr.
He was
Ball
the
and
head
he
of the
wasn't
music.
that
But you know
memorable?
what? I wasn't even in the music school. I was in the freaking geology school because I come from science nerd land.
Yeah.
And they support the arts, but they are clueless.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I first came to Athens, and that there was not any connection like that, and maybe the college radio station was that connection.
Yeah. UOG's a huge supporter of traditionally like everything that happens locally, local music, independent,
They've had some amazing
DIY.
Like directors for the time that we've
and you
been.
could go play live in the lobby, which is.
Have you
I
ever
did
done
a
that?
live in the lobby as King
You
Lord.
did?
Yeah.
But we haven't done one as Liv And The Things.
We've done them separately, though.
We have done
Yeah.
them separately. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did I DJ'd live, which was kind of
nice.
silly.
Nice. That's fun.
Well, I was like mostly just hitting things with a hammer and doing like a more visual performance because I thought it would be funny.
Visual on the radio?
Be visual on the radio. I don't know.
That's great.
Synthesasia.
That's great. Well, we really appreciate you coming in. It's been
Thanks
a
for having
pleasure.
us.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the album come out, and maybe in the near future when that's ready. And you said you have videos too, right?
Yeah, we do.
So we didn't
Cool.
have any to show. We have like a live video to throw up after this, but we'll have to like talk and after this and and in future episodes of Joker Joker, play some of your videos and maybe have you come in and perform live in the studio and everything like that too.
Meanwhile, July 19th, opening for Utter at the 40 Watt Club, Liv And The Things.
Any last words?
No.
No. Are you done with like it's the end of Athfest? I'm ready to go home now.
I think I don't know. I think I'm gonna go to the show at High Low tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a free show at High Low. I don't know.
Well, tell us about that because I didn't know about that. What's going on there?
There's Smalls playing. They're Atlanta. I know Vinkus was gonna play, but they're not. But they're other awesome bands that I've heard I should be there.
At the High Low.
Oh,
that's cool. They don't do very many shows.
So if you haven't had enough yet, if your ears aren't ringing yet, go to Normal Town.
That's great.
Oh, really? Is that what it is?
Okay.
After show. It's like an after show.
Yeah, because there's no other.
The best spot I ever found, it was in the middle of Normal Town.
Yeah. Normal Town. I love that.
Abnormal.
Yeah, it's not that normal.
No. It used to be sort of normal.
Well, okay. Join them at the show tonight at High Low. And thank you so much again.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right. Viv And The Things. I got a video next. Where is this at Hendershots? So this is a show at Hendershots. And I think we've got somebody else coming in.
Yes.
So we'll have an interview right after that. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Awesome. This is Sid of The Things.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
many Rishis
Rishis, they did. It wasn't as much an interview as much as them performing live.
Yeah.
And their little 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're live.
They're
Okay.
6.5 years old.
6.5. Yeah.
He's an absolute hammer on drums.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
incredible.
So we are here with Oliver Domingo from Organically Programmed.
Yes.
You guys didn't really play at the Athfest, did you?
No.
But you were.
I did a solo set, but for Athfest official shows, I guess I'm representing Jumbotron Cumbia Ensemble. So tonight I am Jumbotron.
How can you tell us about your performance? What was it like? And
Jumbotron played this afternoon on the main stage at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Nice.
There's 8 of us in the ensemble.
8.
3 percussionists. No drum kit. It's a guiro player, some bongos, cowbell, and hi-hat.
Wow,
that sounds great.
Yeah.
So Jumbotron, what'd you say the whole name was?
Jumbotron. I'm just calling it a cumbia ensemble
Oh,
for
okay.
just fancy, but it's just called Jumbotron.
Okay. What do you play? What's your?
I do synthesizer in it, and keyboard-based instruments. That's my main.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you recently were, I say recently, it's probably a couple months ago now, but you were posting about some new synthesizers you got and stuff at some point. And so I was wondering what you were doing for Jumbotron, because I haven't seen Jumbotron yet. This newer band, right?
Jumbotron, well, technically we tried to start the band like almost 2 years ago, but we only just started playing shows this past January.
Yeah.
I think our first show was on the 4th of January at Normal Bar, which that was a really good show.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah, I think I remember talking about that a little bit on the show, the normal show. So, so what is who all is in Jumbotron?
Well, our band leaders are Philip Conan and Gregory Sanders. Gregory is in Pylon Reenactment Society and Klezmer Local 42. And Philip is also in the Klezmer Band and Bichos Vivos. And a couple years ago, I was chatting with Gregory at Bouvet, and we somehow got on the topic of Chicha Cumbia from Peru, and I was so excited because years prior I'd been listening to Los Mierlos, which is another Peruvian psych band, and we sort of bonded over the compilations of Chicha Cumbia music, and next thing you know, we're at Nucci's space doing those songs live, that was pretty cool.
It just followed through. Peruvian psych band.
Yes,
so cool.
The chicha comes from like the eastern side of Peru in the jungle, and they would bring the music to Lima in the west, and it would be this whole like psychedelic scene in the late 60s and early 70s. Pretty
fascinating place.
What kind of I don't know what that is. I don't know that I've heard that kind of music before. So like, what all makes it that?
Well, first it's cumbia. So there's the cumbia rhythm. It's guiro based, hi-hat based. There's a like Trans-Europe Express. And then what makes it psychedelic is they're taking those elements of all those like 60s psych bands from Europe and putting them in the cumbia. So lots of electric, it's driven by electric guitar. There's like combo organ sounds, and there's a modern interpretation of this psychedelic cumbia that's been going around. Bands like Meridian Brothers from Colombia. They're even weirder than these 60s bands. They're getting psychedelic and then also kind of experimental noise.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
They played at 40
I wonder
watt.
if Os Mutantes made it over from Brazil. You know about
of course,
you know about Os
Rita Lee
Mutantes.
is like one of my favorite
I love
Brazilian.
them.
Yeah,
They're so good.
Yeah.
They were.
So is that some of the influences for this project? Is something like that?
Like those Peruvian music. We're trying to play a lot of those songs. We have right now we're mainly focusing on covers, but we are hoping to write our own material pretty soon.
Okay,
so
it's great.
Nice. Yeah. So I have to definitely check Jumbotron. What was the other show you did this weekend?
Unofficial Athfest, but I did a solo organically programmed show at Low Yo-Yo with Grant Evans and Matt from Low Yo-Yo. It was a 2-day microfest running alongside Athfest. The first night on Friday was with Force Ghost and Shane Parrish, and there was another project from Augusta that played that night as well. But
damn,
yeah,
I wish I would have known about that.
I wish I'd have known about it too.
It was well, we tried to
secret show.
Secret show. Yeah.
It was secret show, but I mean it's kind of like hidden right there next to the action. But mainly all electronic sets since Low Yo-Yo's so compact, you know, we can't have a band in there. So
So what do you have coming up live and in recording? What is Organically Programmed about to do? We love Organically Programmed, by the way.
Of course.
Good. Got that Negative Land-ish.
Yes, that was the last time I was on Joker.
My gosh.
Yeah, that was great.
Wow.
And we've played a bunch of organically programmed on the show. Like I think your show at Bouvet. I mean, not Bouvet. The Spaceball Bazaar.
Oh,
that show.
That was with Chairs.
That was Chairs.
Yes, that's another band
that's the
with
one I was
Marcel and associated with Primordial Void.
Okay.
You're all over the place.
Yeah.
I try to indulge myself with different genres.
Omnipresent.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's impressive. Awesome. So, I'm really excited to see what you got coming up next. Because we definitely follow what you do here in town, and so definitely let us know anything coming up, and we'll get it talked about on the show. But so anything else you want to put out there?
OP just released album finally, all those old songs. And we're going to have a show this coming Thursday at Normal Bar. It's a Primordial Void show.
Cool.
There'll be full band. And
great.
As for Yumbotron, I think we're going to play Porch Fest.
Oh, nice.
That's in October, right?
October, correct. Yes.
Primordial Void has been doing a bunch of really cool shows lately.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see that you're working with them. Are they releasing the album? Is that
the album came out on Cloud Recordings, which is John Fernandez's label.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I know y'all know John.
Oh yeah. Another omnipresent individual.
More so than me.
Yeah, definitely.
You can fit anywhere.
He's like in everything. Oh man,
that's right.
Well, I appreciate you coming in. I know it was kind of last minute, but
no problem.
I'm so glad you came in.
Thank you.
Because we love everything that you've ever done, really, at this point. So
thank you.
Everything we've seen, and we hope to be able to see more in the near future. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, we're gonna, I guess, take it to some more videos. Do we have? Oh yeah, that's right.
Food Raiders.
So let me tell you about this, Oliver. So we've got this new kind of like a specialty show, I guess you'd call it, that me and Steve have been developing, where we go out and we review street food. So that's street like food trucks, gas station food, weird places like
Festival
that.
food stands on the side of the road.
Yeah.
First one that I did was after I came up with the concept was Ren Fair. I went to Ren Fair and just kind of had the turkey leg. I didn't finish it. It was horrible. But the best thing was a cinnamon roll. So you get some surprises. So I mean, it's been done, but we're just kind of doing it on a local level and on a street level.
And we did it for Athfest because we wanted to bring attention to the food trucks and all the vendors for Athfest.
Support them.
And have a little goofy fun. So we went out this week. I mean this morning. What did we hit? What are the places we hit?
La Parrilla.
My favorite.
La Chancellor.
Chancellor. Chancellor. Tacos or else.
That's right. Yeah,
that's what she called it.
That's part of their name.
Yeah,
the Chancellor's Tacos or else.
And you King of Pops. King of Pops.
Yeah.
Out of Atlanta.
I did see that they had a stand over on Washington.
Yeah.
And then yesterday was Yesterday was horrendous. This is going to turn me into mostly a vegan again. I'm going to go back to veganism because this is hard on
yesterday.
The system.
It was hard on the belly. Today was a lot better.
Today was nice with horchata and fruit. Oh my God!
Yeah, we had some fruit today.
Yeah,
so the horchata.
Fruit is good.
So, anyways, you're about to watch that. We went out, and so you get to see us eating food and talking about all that. So we'll be back in just a little bit after that. With some more videos and maybe even another interview. We'll see who's here.
Possibly.
We'll see you in a bit.
See you later.
Thanks, Oliver.
Street Food Raiders.
Howdy, Street Food Raiders. JOKERJOKERtv. Oh, the umbrella. Oh, you dropped the umbrella.
My umbrella.
Oh, I got mine here. They gave us umbrellas, the last of them. So we're doing Street Food Raiders. New specialty show on JOKERJOKERtv Athfest 2025. Today is Sunday the 22nd, and we're going to hit a few places. We're not going to be hurting ourselves
not
as much
as bad
as yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was ridiculous. We're going to be trying 2 Mexican places, La Chancla Tacos or else. We're going to be doing that first, and then we're going to be having La Parrilla.
Yeah.
So we're going to start
first of all, La Chancla had the horchatas, which with these like fancy fruit
things,
skewers.
Yeah.
So we got pineapple, we got watermelon and cantaloupe.
This is so much more refreshing.
Cold.
Woo.
What was the sauce they put on this?
I forget the name of it. It was a hibiscus sauce.
Yeah, hibiscus and some
Strawberry.
Strawberry, yeah. Different flavor. They just poured it on top. They sprinkled some of the seasoning. That seasoning.
That Tajin seasoning.
Yeah.
This is so good. Yesterday, we ate so much meat. This is fruit and a drink.
Nice.
It's so refreshing.
I've never had that. What's that seasoning called?
Tajin.
I've never had that on fruit.
Me too.
Wow. Wow, that's really good.
Horchata is so good. I love horchata so much.
Yeah.
This hits the spot. Oh my God.
It's a good start of the day right here.
It's fabulous. Yep, this is breakfast for me.
Yeah, me too.
And that's like, it's been so much, you know?
All right, you ready to dig into food?
Let's start with the street corn. Elote, Mexican street corn. About to get messy. I got some napkins, I guess.
Oh man, look at that.
Look at that. There we go, folks. Dink it and sink it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. I make these at home sometimes. I love this stuff.
I got a napkin today.
It's gonna be sloppy. So what do they put on here?
Let's rate the horchata.
Yeah, horchatas were bomb, man.
I'm gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna add in the 1 for good service because they're lovely people.
Yeah.
11 for me.
Oh yeah.
You in agreement?
Yeah, I think it's definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, like I've never really had a horchata with the fixings like that.
Yeah.
So that
good.
definitely bumped it up. So yeah, definitely a 10 with a bonus. Oh, this is so good. So what's this? Parmesan, paprika, I guess, on there?
Yeah.
And mayo.
Yeah.
My stick's coming loose. Okay.
Quando tu balança, dá um nó na minha pança. Quando tu balança, dá um nó na minha pança. Quando tu balança, dá um nó na minha pança. Quando tu balança, dá um nó na minha pança.
Oh wow. I guess I got the beef.
Yeah, beef. Yeah.
We're gonna try their
I got pork.
Yes, we're gonna try their La
And
Chancla.
you can see some of the toppings. They had a topping bar over there.
Yeah.
So you can put all the toppings you want on top.
This place is popular. People are lining up here. They love it. And part of it's these refreshing drinks.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yesterday we would have rated this one yesterday, but they the line to get the horchatas was so long. That, yeah, it was impossible.
So we're trying street tacos
All right, here we go. Oh man, I can't even pick it up. It's so stuffed. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh man. Man, I was saying I was kind of sick of tacos. We've been eating tacos all weekend.
Yeah.
But damn, this kind of like
This is good.
This is a good taco.
48.
And their shells are homemade. They make these shells. So. Look at that.
You got pork, I got beef. We're gonna finish these?
Well, let's finish the rating. What would we say rating on this yet?
A little sloppy, but really good. The beef could be a little leaner. So I'm gonna give it an 8 with 1 for the service. This place gets a +1 for every item because they're lovely.
Yeah.
The service is great.
Yeah, they were really nice.
Lovely.
Really nice. Man, I don't know. Like, it's pretty high. The shell's really good. I haven't had a shell like that in a while. It's good.
I'm gonna bump mine down to a 7.
Oh yeah?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna add in 1 for the
Service.
little cold.
Oh,
but
yeah,
1 for the service, so overall 8. And that +1 is added with great service and great service.
The toppings were really awesome. I like that. The having the topping bar there, that was a really cool cool thing to do.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you don't see that kind of thing at this kind of places. You get what they give you, but having that little topping bar there, that was really cool. So, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna go. What'd you say?
I gave mine a 7, but
7
everything
plus
here
1.
gets a +1 because
Yeah.
of service. Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. I was thinking about maybe going higher than 8, but I don't know. I'd say 8. And the only reason I'm not going higher is because the meat was a little dry. That's all. But
Yeah, the meat was
not a too bad way. Like something we ate the other day was a lot drier than that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
It could have used the steak. It could have used a little more sort of. It could have been sliced thinner. The steak was a little off, but it was still really good. The tortillas were really good. So there's your ratings. What we just said.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, the star horchata
for sure, and the corn.
Well, the corn is amazing too.
I could just sit and finish the corn. That's all I really need.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is that it for this one?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you in just a little bit.
Street Food Raiders.
All right.
We're back. Street Food Raiders, Athfest 2025 on the Sunday. And we've got food from La Parrilla.
Look at that.
La Parrilla's got a food truck there. Chorizo with rice and cheese and some veggies,
cheese
and peppers.
sauce. Yeah.
And La Parrilla, a little trivia about it. It's a local chain. There's a few of them, and there's one on the east side next to Cedar Creek, which I've been to because I live on the east side. And
that's over by your house.
Yep. East side, best side. Okay.
All right, dig in.
Yes, sir.
I love the cheese dip.
Cheese and rice, and chorizo. Dropping.
Yeah. The ants are like us.
Birds, ants, come on. Come on down, because we're giving you some food.
So this is kind of like a Kind of seems like more like a side dish or something. But you know, rice. You know, normally you get the rice with the beans on it and the cheese on it.
Yeah.
This is a step up from that.
Yeah.
It's similar rice, and then you got the cheese dip just like completely drowning it,
obliterating it. Yeah.
So,
and the chorizo flavor is very present. It's really good. It's really good. This is my. I go to Paria on the east side, La Paria, every now and then. Might get it next time. They have really good tacos, by the way.
They serve all this at the restaurant too, same stuff?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
This, I'm going to give an 8.
You give it 8? I'm going to go a little lower. I don't know, the rice isn't all the way as good as I had hoped for, but it's kind of like, but it's still good. Chorizo is really good. The cheese, of course, made it get up there. So I don't know, I go somewhere between
7?
6.5.
I'm gonna go 7. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
And you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 and 6.5.
I mean, it's good. Nothing wrong with it. So I don't want to go any lower than 6, of course. But you know, 6.5, 7 would be.
And I'm not going to give them a point for service, although they were nice. They were nice
super
people.
nice, yeah.
It wasn't really the level that we had at Chocolate. And to let you know, in the future, if the service sucks and they're assholes, like one of the places was yesterday, they're going to get a negative point.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
A little point off. If they're
point off.
not as nice.
Little point off. They want to be jerk off.
See, we're still developing this whole point system here.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we are.
As we keep doing this, we'll
refine it, and you'll have numbers on the
All right,
screen.
what else you got there?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the tie. You said you try a bite.
I'll take a bite of that.
Here you go. Try a bite of the quesadilla.
All right.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Here, I'll just pull off a little bit here and give you some back here. I'll just do a little bit. All right.
Good. It's good.
We kind of let it sit there for a minute, so it got a little soggy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, pretty good. I tell you though, nothing's beating that. The chancellor taste.
No.
Now this one, oh yeah, let's give a rating on that.
1, 2, 3, 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've had
too.
much better. I tell you where you can get a good quesadilla is the taco stand here in Athens.
All right, now this one was an odd thing.
Salchipapas.
That here, hold that. All right, so we got
This is
ketchup.
French fries and hot dogs.
So I guess that's a French fries and hot dogs.
I'm gonna go ketchup-less first. Here you go.
Here, let's get a little bit of hot dog. Ooh, it's like kind of crunchy hot dogs. There you go. So hot dogs and fries. Oh no. I don't know. I don't really care for that. Maybe with a little ketchup on the fries, that'd be better.
It's a little better. But I mean, we all know what struggle food is like. This is struggle food. This is some hot dogs with French fries.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you're struggling and you got it, you love it. But I'm gonna give it a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, really? You're gonna go that low? Yeah, I might have to. I don't know. I was gonna say 5 or 4.5. I'll go 4.5. I'll go 4.5. But yeah, I don't like to go too low, but because to me, the 0 is.
Oh, that's like impalatable. I'm going to tell you,
gotta throw that stuff back
La
up.
Parilla's good. They have got great. We didn't have tacos because we're tacoed out. But La Parilla, especially on the east side of Athens, has great tacos. I would probably give them a 9 or a 10. Their tacos are amazing, and very good burritos. We didn't get that.
These horchatas though from that last place.
The ruler.
Sorry, I still got some of that left.
S tier right here. S tier. The best.
Hell yeah.
This horchata.
All right, well that's
so
Street
good.
Food Raiders for today. We'll see you next time. I think we got maybe one other place we're going to stop
We might
at.
do King of Pops.
Yeah, let's stop at King of Pops on the way out. But yeah, thank you for watching. Back to JOKERJOKErtv.
Street Food Raiders.
All right, we're back.
We're back. JOKERJOKErtv Street Food Raiders.
So we've got
King
Can
of
you read
Pops.
that? King of Pops.
We
There
got
it is, King of Pops right
Chocolate
there.
sea salt, one of their
Chocolate.
signatures. Now I remember when this place opened in Atlanta in I think 2013. It was a huge deal.
Yeah.
All the kids, because at the time my kid was in middle school, and my other kid she hung out with was in middle school, elementary school, transitioning to middle school, and they just loved this.
All right, they're melting quick, so let's get into it. Oh my God.
Yummy for my tummy.
Wow, that's really good. A chocolate sea salt. Yeah, that's really handcrafted, all natural.
Handcrafted. So yesterday was a struggle because we ate a bunch of greasy, heavy food. Today has been lighter.
All right, so what's your rating on this?
Good question.
10 all the way. Those are awesome.
10.
Yeah, 10.
10.
Straight up
There you
10.
go. Back
Hey, look, I think they agree.
They agreed. Back to JOKERJOKErtv. We're Street Food Raiders, and this is King of Pops.
I'm melting the end as I cream.
Yeah.
All right, see you later.
Struggle's real.
Street Food Raiders.
Well, this is the weatherman, and I think you're watching JOKERJOKErtv. I hope that's good enough for you people. JOKERJOKErtv. Come on. Okay?
I took up with an outlaw. She had a tattoo on her arm of a fierce-looking tiger, a severed head in its jaws. I know it looked kind of foolish, but it had a certain charm. With all the barflies at the tavern and all the pricks in muscle cars. pucker up then. These are the grapes you left out in the sun all day. And she said everything for a season, everything for a reason. And I said so tired of you. All I think about at night is little morning. With a tear in my eye, I got on my way. As time goes by, just watching it wash over your face. You're on the shades, and I'm on the carpet for once. Love in the store. It's hard to endure, carrying the weight of my halo. If love should be pure, then what do you call the dance that we're doing?
Mixed signals, I need a radio intervention. Stop picking up your mixed signals. Disconnected, or are you still there? Is there part
howdy, kids. Cowboy Pete here, back with my friend Oklahoma Gretchen.
That's me.
Do you ever think about how cool it is that we can remember stuff? Well, that's what this song is all about. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you remember when you went to the park? It was so much fun and you climbed on everything. Do you remember when you woke up in the dark from the weirdest dream and then you forgot everything? There's so many great things to remember. It's one of my favorite things to do. There's so many great things to remember, and that's why I remember you. Remember when we went to that store next to that other store, but we didn't buy anything? Do you remember which toothpaste you like more? Do you remember if you brushed your teeth today? There's so many great things to remember. It's one of my favorite things to do. There's so many great things to remember, and that's why I remember you. Remember the street where you live? Do you remember how much kindness you should give? Do you remember how to telephone your mom? Do you remember how to be a friend to everyone? There's so many great things to remember. It's one of my favorite things to do. There's so many great things to remember, and that's why I remember you. So many great things to remember. It's one of my favorite things to do. So many great things to remember, and that's why I remember you.
When the top of my mind is covered in 4 inches of a hot soup of vivid f***ing nightmares.
Why?
I'm smoking grass, I'm taking pills. Ain't got no money to pay my bills. I wanna murder, I wanna kill. This ain't a song, this is for real. Okay, wake up in the morning, wonder who it's gonna be. My boss, my landlord, old lady across the street. Poison all the candy when it's time to trick or treat. Yeah, I'm the king of murder and I won't admit defeat. I wanna murder. I wanna murder. I wanna Yeah, I'm the king of murder and my killing is elite. East Atlanta stacking up the bodies 6 feet. Highlight the human race and then I best to leave. And I'll never hear you scream, cause the devil's whispering. She says,
hello,
hi,
it's time to kill.
Alright.
It's the best way to spend Saturday night.
You know, I shouldn't squeeze the trigger,
yeah,
but I think I just might. I feel it coming on, trigger finger itching right now.
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh man. Yeah, dude, I killed the devil too. That's great. I don't give a crap. I'm smoking gas. I'm snorting pills. Ain't got no money to roll my bills. I wanna murder. I wanna kill. This ain't a song. This is for real. Oh yeah.
I can taste the fear.
Dead face, cracked bones walking.
I took away our camera.
Oh, that's cool. Well,
hey, are we
we're
back?
Flying blind.
We're
How
back?
you doing?
All right, we're back.
All right, welcome back to Joker TV. I don't know. I have no idea.
Welcome back
One
to the
them.
end of the
I'm
show.
gonna look over here.
Yeah. Just look over there.
Thank you for joining
I'll
us
look this
at
way.
Joker TV Athfest 2025.
Yeah. Well, we're. So it was like. What did we learn? Is that
We
what you're
learned
saying?
many things
What did we learn? What's
in our journey.
What's something that because like every time we do one of these, like we've done the Athfest broadcast since 2023.
Yes.
And then 2022, right?
Yeah.
So
right?
2022.
I wasn't in the first one. I was in the second one, 2023.
Yeah.
That's when I walked on.
Well, no, you were on 2024. No, wait. That was last year.
2023.
Okay, so then 2021 was our first one.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, man, I couldn't even remember.
Amazing.
So like that was like during pandemic and everything. So we did the show and Athens was canceled.
Yep.
But we still did the broadcast because it was, it wasn't in person, so we could do it,
Yeah.
And that's kind of what got this all started. And then 2023, we didn't do anything with Athfest because we did that other show, the one we're not supposed to talk about.
Where does that fest fit in?
So
how long has that fest been going? And I think that fest needs to return.
So the original guy, we should get him in here, Jay.
Yeah, you want to talk?
So there was this thing called Athfest.
That's right.
Way back in the day.
It was the best.
And it was all the punk rockers and all the weirdos all getting together. They didn't get to like play the stage or anything. And so they're like, hey, we're going to do our own show.
Making noise on Vine Street. And it was glorious.
And I don't know where it happened, but this year I think there was a show like that. Somebody in Shitfest. That's what it was called. Cozy Bar. When was that?
Continuing the tradition.
See, that's why I wanted you to get on here. When was that? Saturday. Okay.
Thank you.
So, like, you got to pay
whoever you
attention
are.
next year, maybe, because I'm pretty sure they'll do it again.
We should partner up with Shitfest.
Maybe.
Shitfest. Come on. Let's do this. Talk to
Anyways,
us.
we're crazy. All right. So,
Exactly.
but that's kind of where it all started. 2021. Then 2023, we took off. 2024, we came back. And that's when you joined us. Because
that was 2023 because I was at 2024.
Oh, that's
last
okay.
year
I'm getting my dates mixed up.
House. I
Okay.
was in 2023 when we were here.
Yeah.
I walked on.
Yeah, so here
literally.
at Athfest.
My first time with Joker TV.
2023.
My virgin weekend with Joker TV.
And that weekend we had like you and a couple other people came on to do guest hosting positions.
Yeah.
So like
Slayla did
we had a few
Slayla.
guest hosts this year.
Yeah.
And so I want to give them a shout out.
Jasmine Janae. Fantastic.
We also had someone that was behind the camera, Mr. White.
Yes.
From Creative Space.
He was taking like a document.
He did a bunch of behind the scenes.
Holy
so
crap.
you got to look
that's
him up
great.
on Instagram, Mr. White.
Yeah.
I forget exactly what his handle was, but it starts with MMR and then it's underscore something. But I bet you if you put MMR, you'll find it. So he's a videographer here in town. He does a bunch of other stuff. He's an artist too. But he comes from Creative Space.
Right.
He works with Black Nerd Ninja. He works with Low from Low Down and Duddy, and a bunch of those guys. They do the Creative Space.
Yep.
So big shout out to Creative Space for teaming up with us so much.
Thank you.
It's been awesome. Let's see. Then we had some of our sponsors. I don't have the sheet, but of course ATHICA for letting us perform. Put this all on here.
Yeah.
It was basically our chance to be in the air conditioner.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
that was
so
really
much.
nice for them to give us the space.
Yes.
And we definitely put it to use. We've got a camera that was brought in by Doodlebug Productions.
Yeah.
And he lent us a really nice FX6 camera that you're probably seeing on the screen right now.
Super nice.
Super really nice camera. The Lightroom.
Yeah.
They're a studio here right down the street over here. And they do podcasting. They do photography work. They do a bunch of different things. They work with Marlene on the Athcast music. a podcast, and a bunch of other podcasts that I too many to name here. But they gave us some equipment to use, some batteries for the cameras and things like that.
Thank you for that.
And then
ponchos.
And then ponchos. We definitely want a big shout out to ponchos. So right here in the leather building where ATHICA is located, at the very beginning, the very front of the building, Ponchos is where the barbecue place used to be. So they're brand new. They just opened up. We were in there for the first night buying tacos from them, and they were like, "Hey, we'll give you. Let's feed some." They wanted to help feed the crew.
Yeah,
basically.
That's really nice of them.
And so we made a little commercial for them.
Speaking of which, thank you to all the kitchens that we reviewed and
Street Food Raiders
for Street Food Raiders. Thank you so much to all the kitchens. You can see it in the videos. We did Street Food Raiders yesterday and today. Thank you to all the. I still don't know which one to fucking look
all
at.
of them.
I'll look at them all at the same time.
All those cameras.
Thank you to all the artists who came here to talk to us.
Oh yeah.
Dan. That was fabulous. Thank you so
amazing.
much for that.
Some really good conversations.
It's a great conversation.
If you're seeing this and you haven't seen the other days, definitely go back and look at the other days. Some really great conversations. We got into politics at some point. We got into like community mentorship and some of it. We talked about Nucci space and
science, existentialism, bodily fluids. We did it all here, and we had great conversations Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep.
All of those days, and you can watch the episodes.
And then
in a few minutes, all of them, because we're about to end.
Yeah, and it all started with Rishi's. They came in, and the PG show on the first day. Rishi's brought in little Rishi. He was here.
He's
and
a hammer. He is a drum hammer, and he plays roles. He's 6.5.
That was his debut.
Wow, I know.
So
that's amazing.
That was like kind of special, I think, for us. Like have a little debut like that. So, later on down the road, everybody's going to be looking back when he's like super famous. Yeah. And they're going to be like, look, the first time he performed. It was on Joker back in Athfest.
When I asked him, what are your influences? I like AC/DC and Led Zeppelin. I was like, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Wow.
So anyways, I think that kind of covers all.
That's it,
but
buddy.
that's to let you know like what you're watching right now. JOKERJOKErtv is community access television, basically.
Yes.
And we have a huge archive of 260 episodes over the last 5 years. We've broadcast every single week. And we've featured thousands and thousands of artists from around the world.
Yes.
Many times they came into the studio and performed live on the show.
Which, if you want to do, get in touch with
100%.
us. We will continue, and we will continue to bring you local community content and content that touches every part of the earth.
Yep.
That sounded wrong. Anyway,
so we
thank
want to ask for two things. One, go to our website, JOKERJOKERtv.com, and there's a way to donate. We definitely need to raise some funding for some of these things that we do to keep this going. But also, we're looking for people in the community who have ideas and they want to do stuff on live stream, or they want to create a TV show, or they want to. I mean, you were one of those people. You said, "Hey, I got this TV show idea I want to do called Industrial Strength."
I was already working for JOKERJOKEr
Well,
TV, you don't have to, or if you want to, if you have a voice and you want to host art, music, and the underground. Be a host.
So we're
Come
open.
Here and be a host.
We're open to that. We're looking to work with different people in the community, like we have been doing, because that's what it's about. So
thank you, and thank you to everyone who's helped us out. And
thanks to Dane back there, Buzzard Guts running the controls.
Guts did an amazing job.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for being here.
And hey, thank you, Toby. Wherever you are in Alaska, riding a moose or something.
He's on a cruise or something.
I was picturing him riding a moose.
Oh yeah.
He's slaying dragons.
He's
on
slaying
a moose.
dragons. That's right. Yeah.
Dragon bears.
And thanks to everybody else
Thank you
that
so much.
we maybe forgot to mention.
Everybody associated with Athfest, You've been fabulous. And
all
this
the
has been-
volunteers for Athfest.
Yeah, this has been an amazing time. Thank you.
All right. I guess that's it. Goodbye. Go home.
Adios.
Go home.
Don't let
Get
the
out of
door
here.
Get your butt on the way out.
Get out of here. Go home. Go. The show's over.
Don't forget to bring a towel.